Hi everyone, welcome back. I guess there's more questions. The new video didn't even go out yet. This is more about the episode, Bitcoin in Real Life, episode 6. Joshua Sherman, I guess, finally seen some of this. So let's go over some of these here real quick. Thanks for these vids. Your opinion makes a lot of sense. What I'm learning is if there's a public scare with a Bitcoin crash, everyone will cash out, while there won't be enough for bills to back it. I guess so. I'm not sure what you were asking, but I guess if everyone cashes out, there won't be enough bills to back it. You may be talking about maybe a Ponzi scheme or something, or maybe a bank run, or a Bitcoin run. If that's what you're talking about, then yes. If you're talking about money, I guess there won't be enough bills to back it. I guess so, yeah. So let me see what your other comment was. If mining creates more Bitcoin and Bitcoin is as good as cash, inevitably, who pays? Let me see here. I guess you and I would pay. I won't consider it paying per much. I would consider it as, I guess you're asking where the value comes from. Where does the money come from? Um, I I feel that the money comes from within you and me or anybody else who uh, who does this and uh, who understands about how value is created. Um, so that would be my answer. Value, or whoever pays would be you and me. The value that we create. Um, you know, that's what we're donating to it, I guess. Mining. If you're talking about mining, I guess some time and everything. I've heard, and I don't, mine per se, like I buy a computer or anything and use chips. Um, but I've I've heard that it's not worthwhile. You won't get your investment back. But it could be worthwhile if that's the only way you can get a Bitcoin, or even some Bitcoin. It would take some time for you to get one that's useful in a way that you can start generating income from trading. Um, but either two things have to happen. Either your contribution to the network is um, you know that great to the point where you would get an X amount of Bitcoins for your hashing power, or um, whatever Bitcoins you have, the fractional amount you get from trying to mine Bitcoins, the price has to go up to like the millions. Um, One or two things have to happen in that sense. So either the price has to extremely go up to the millions or billions or infinity, whatever, or you have a lot of hashing power to contribute in order to get some Bitcoins right now. If you're doing mining, I've never mined. That's what I've heard. That's what a lot of people think. Those are some of the conceptions. Um, but for me, it's not about how much money would I make off of mining. It's how much Bitcoin would I be able to get so I can start trading those Bitcoin or using those Bitcoins. That would be the thing for me. Not really much about how much money I make from mining. I would mine just to get Bitcoins, because once I can get a Bitcoin, wherever they came from, I can start using that Bitcoin to start creating value. So that's why I would mine. Other than that, if there are already miners around here, I would just buy from them. But if it was no miner, I might have to mine Bitcoins and then actually become the miner in that situation. So I already answered this gentleman's question with the video, and then your last question, I guess, could we talk? Yes, we can always talk. I talk to people every day. Um, I talk on this video. I talk to complete strangers. You know, one time I did go somewhere in this place I used to go quite a bit, and somebody just came up to me and just shook my hand. I don't even know that person at all, and that was kind of weird, but it's not like no one can't, you know, approach me for any reason or come talk to me for any reason. So it's, you know, I talk to complete strangers almost on a daily basis. So, anyways, yeah, we can talk. I guess you would have to make contact somehow or figure out a way to do that, but it's not impossible. So, anyways, I guess that's a quick answer to these questions. Hopefully, I'll make an actual video about something I did in real life with Bitcoin, which I actually have done a lot. Well, I guess I should just talk about it real quick about um, some of the things I've done. Let me see, what have I done, or what are the things I'm going to be doing now that I got some things in place here? Um, well, you know, if you're going to be expanding out and trying to do this all over the state, all over the nation, all over the world, or all over your continent, um, I guess it's the hardest thing is, you know, it's easy to work in your area, in your local area, and then in your state or in your country. But once you try to get out of your country, that's when it becomes a challenge. There's obviously physical barriers, but there's also legal barriers and border barriers and stuff like that. And those are the challenging parts. And then, of course, there's the distance from your home to wherever you're trying to make it to. And, you know, lately I've been getting a cough and I've been feeling sick, and I think there really is something to being homesick. Because as soon as I came back to my home state, which is Texas, and where I live basically in Houston, I started feeling a lot better. It could be weather, it could be allergies, uh, could be because of traveling, but those are some things in real life in Bitcoin that you experience when you go out there in the physical world using Bitcoin. So if you travel quite a bit, you do get homesick. Like literally, you'll get sick. So I always thought it was the water, which it might be the water, but who knows? Who knows what it really is? Kind of know it as traveler's sickness, you know. Um, but I guess if you do that, you build your immunity. You know, you build your strength in traveling, and you build some resistance. And I guess that's the whole point, is just to get the experience of it and build some resistance to it. So when you really do need to travel quite a bit, that that you can, and your body's ready for that type of adaptation, because you'll be adapting wherever you go. So I guess as I use Bitcoin in real life, I'm I'm learning that I have to adapt to all certain situations and all certain types of people, and at the same time, uh, I still have to hold my own somehow, and then also still continue with everything else. So it's kind of interesting, and then you have to put a lot of, and it's kind of weird. You're trying to build a trustless system, but you have to build a lot of trust with others, to the point where you have to have a lot of trust to build a trustless system. It's an ironic thing to say, but because of the tremendous trust that you have to have, it becomes trustless. Really, it's kind of weird for me to say that, but that's just my experience with it. So as you go around and you're building your network and creating nodes and all this other nonsense, um, you really have to start trusting a lot of people in which you barely know. Some you haven't even met ever, and some you only met once. Others you met a lot of times and gotten to know very well, and you still have um, trust issues. It's just weird. But to build a trustless system, you have to have a lot of trust in others. Weird. Yeah, I know. So, anyways, I guess that's about all I have. All I have to report. Nothing major other than um, I'm not going to talk about the price, but um, might as well just mention it. The price has been going up, which um, has helped in trading Bitcoin. Price going up always helps, unless you've sold out completely, which then it really sucks. But other than that, most people who are into Bitcoin usually have some Bitcoin somewhere. So even if the price goes up and you might have sold out most of your coins, you know that there's some coins somewhere around that you have that you said to yourself a long time ago, these are my coins and these are the coins that I'm gonna have until, I don't know, maybe until the day I die, or I'll pass them on to someone else, you know. So there's always some people that do that. At least some of the really people who are really into Bitcoin. Anyways, this concludes my episode, and I guess next time I'll actually try to do a Bitcoin in real life video. So feel free to comment, like, dislike, even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.